The research indicated that 80% of women never experience any orgasm. Do you believe about it? Hi, my name is Mekapadi. I'm your life coach. So today I want us really to look at that statement that I put in that, which says that 80% of women never experience any orgasm. And I ask you whether you believe it or not. I personally believe it. Why I say I personally believe it? I believe it because there are quite a lot of women who really text me, who calls me, or during our sessions, they confide to me that they don't even know about the term. And that is really makes me think, what is it? Why there are so many women like that? Is it lack of information, lack of knowledge? Is it ignorance? Why? And I also receive a lot of really questions from men who said, I don't know how to satisfy my woman, especially those married men. So that's why I decided, it really stimulates my thinking that I need to do something, because I went during my work, I receive a lot of people with concern. There is a lot of divorce, especially 2020, 2021, 2022. But 2021, 2022, those years, there are quite a lot of people, coming who wants to divorce. And, I teach them really how to behave, especially women. Many women actually are the ones who come and want the divorce. But before I really sort of like find out why do they want to divorce, I try to teach them to say divorce is not really the solution. And what I usually teach them, I taught them how to, how to change your behavior, how to behave as a woman, how to really try, because I teach them the emotional needs of a man, what men wants in the house and so on. But so some of them change after I've spoken to them to say, no. I think sometimes you just divorce because of lack of knowledge, because you don't know how to behave maybe as a woman. Usually I said, okay, a man wants a woman around him. Sometimes as women, we behave like men. You are the doer, you are the head of the family, and so on. It's all those things that I used to tell the people. But then, of lately, I sort of started really thinking, is it the only reason? Because the reason that many women gave was like, no, maybe the man doesn't support, or the man is humiliated, and sometimes is physical abuse. And then there is a lot of emotional abuse. Let me put it that way, emotional abuse. And there is a lot of lack of connection between men and women. So each one, you are just busy with your things and so on. And those are the things that I used to really concentrate around. And then the behavior of each partners in the relationship. That's why I also I authored the books in Oshuambo, what you saw in your marriage is what you reap, The First Love, and all those books that I've authored. But of lately, I just receive a lot of really concern from both men and women about the bedroom issue. And I'm sure that's why people are asking, why now you are talking about this bedroom issue? I was busy because I was not really coming here this year. I was busy researching. I was busy researching to really find out what is behind the scene. What is behind the scene? Because sometimes you know what we learn in when I was doing the therapy course, we learn that, you know, what you see is not the real problem. So the real problem is not what is always presented to you, because a person will come with a problem, but as a therapist, one has to learn, or in a layperson's language, how to read between the lines. You need to learn what is behind the scene. If you don't bring that up, you are mistreating the client. You are tackling the wrong problem. Because the problem, that the presented problem is not a real problem. And that's what we learn. A presented problem is not the real problem. And that is what I've tried to, you know, sometimes you want to make an effect or impact in the society. But if you are not tackling the real problem, you leave it and then you think you are doing the good job. So that is why I was researching, and really I found out about these bedroom issues. I found out about these bedroom issues. And most of the clients that really come to me, I literally ask, have you ever reached orgasm? The woman, have you ever reached an orgasm? This is just between me and you. And 99% that I have asked the question, they really never reach orgasm. And the second question, are you satisfied in bed? Those one I ask from men and women. And you know, even it's very, very difficult. The research showed me that very few. If you go in and you find out why people cheat, I'm not talking about why men cheat. I'm now talking about why partners cheat. Whether it's a man, whether it's a woman. It's just because of bedroom issues. And you know, to be honest, especially when, let's talk about married people. In one of my books, I talk about, I think in The First Love, I talk about when I got a child. You know, when a woman is pregnant, you know, the hormone change. And when the hormone change, you know, there is a lot of change in your body. And one of the things that I've spoken is about that even you sort of like start hating your men. I start hating your men. You don't even want him to touch you. Just imagine, you know, the reason why people marry, you want to enjoy your marriage. You want to enjoy each other's body without any limitation, without any law that's preventing you to do that. So you do it freely because you have the pass. You are given the, you know, the permission to do it by law. It's unlike when you are maybe just partners, you are trying to sort of like, you don't have maybe even your own place, you are stealing it, and sometimes you don't know, today you get it, tomorrow you don't. And many people has that hope that once I get married, the bedroom is readily available every day. men VT. So then you don't know. Then you got married, then you realize what we thought was going to be readily available, it's no more available. It's not the way we thought. But I think we haven't really go and think. We think it's about the behavior of a woman or the behavior of a man. But in reality is once the woman is pregnant, there is a lot of those changes. But if you don't have the knowledge how to do it, if despite pregnant, how to do it despite having any other problems. So, and I think that is the knowledge that all of us need. All of us need that kind of knowledge, because if you don't know the knowledge about the bedroom issue, so you will not be able to. But let me ask you a question. How many, the women who are listening to me today, how many of you have reached your orgasm? Just to be honest. It is that the research said it is very many. 80% hasn't, meaning is only 20% who experience orgasm. Supposed to be that way? No, it's supposed not to be that way. Why it is like that? It is like that because, as I said, bedroom issues are taboos. It's not things that can be taught. Because when I'm married, my husband will assume my mother taught me about it. But my mother never taught me about any bedroom issue. She never taught me. Probably there are culture who teach the girls, who prepare them how to behave in a bedroom. Most of the books, most of the teaching that we are getting probably when you get married, most of the teaching are only tackling about how are you going to behave generally, but they never touch the bedroom issue. I learned that there are few cultures that taught women how to behave in a bedroom, taught women. Now, I also want to ask men, have you ever been taught how are you going to handle a woman in the bedroom by your father, by your uncle, by any teaching? Have you ever attended any workshop here which taught you how to do it, so that we really tackle this issue of, we tackle the issue of divorce? There's a lot of divorce, and I'm really, it's sort of caught me, put me in the corner. I ask myself, what can I do? What can I do really to help people who are coming to me once divorced? But when we go deeper, that's when I found out that these people, they say, no, if the woman, my husband, is never at home, he's just outside, he has 3 or 4 or 5 kids outside the marriage. Why do you go and make children out? It's not, and my research also showed that those who went to do the kids outside, it's not like they went to look for children, they went to look for sex. They didn't go for children, they go for sex. Why do usually a woman is in a society, is regarded as, it's someone who's so special, who is sort of like, you never expect that a woman will go and cheat. But nowadays, I have quite a lot of them who's coming to me say, I really don't know. Or usually they just send me a text to say, my husband doesn't satisfy me in bed, and I'm really just thinking of cheating because I'm tired of this. I'm always, some men has this premature ejaculation, and it's not satisfied, whatever. They have premature ejaculation, but they don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit that they have a problem. And that is the problem of men. The ignorant part, the thinking of you know it all, but you don't know. The thinking of that premature ejaculation, probably you think it is, you are either bewitched or it's not a problem. And the connotation of that, even men, women supposed not to feel sexually satisfied. That is the sort of a belief, a misinformation, a misbelief that, it doesn't matter. Probably it's those years. But currently, I have a lot of people who are really putting in divorce because of that. And I think this is your responsibility as a married person, as a partner. It's my responsibility to know what to do. Because as I was saying in one of my video, my very first video this week, I said, women will not tell you that you are not satisfying her. They would rather leave. Just, in 2 days, I don't know how many messages I got. I got message of men who said, yes, now I can believe that it is true. I was already, I already lost 2 women who said, I cannot satisfy her. And is it, and he literally also said, no, I also don't know how to satisfy her. It is true, because we don't have knowledge. We don't have knowledge. But as I said, there are people who are also doing, it's not only Mekapati who's doing research, there are also people who are doing research to find out what can they do to help the poor partners who find themselves in that kind of a situation. And because we also make sex as a joke. Sex is not a joke. It's a real thing. It's something that God has created to be enjoyed in the marriage. But if it's not there, if it's not there, that's why you will be punished if you go and rape someone, because it has to be given the right to say, when you are married, you need to enjoy it. But people who cannot enjoy is those who are married. And the reason it's really rare lack of knowledge. It's just lack of knowledge. If the woman is vibrating, totally means she is not done. That is can you see there is a question? Or if the woman is vibrating, totally means she is not done. That is show lack of knowledge. So there are people who now, you need to be taught. In this, yesterday I was talking about the expert who wrote the book about the woman orgasm. He said, he also will also teach you, how do you know that your woman reach orgasm? How do you know that she reached the orgasm? There must be science. There are different types of orgasm. There is a clitoral orgasm, the G-string, there is vaginal orgasm. There are totally different types. So you need to know which one. Only when you learn about this thing. If you don't know, you need to learn. Okay, so this is the situation. I cannot come here and try to teach you and show you and whatever. You need to know where to go. Here I come and give you information to say, there are people. I read, I study, I research. And when I research, I come here. I don't want to keep the information for myself, because that is my job. My job as a relationship coach is to look for information and share with you. So I was talking about that. I am worried that divorce rate is very, 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 very high. So I remember, I think it was 2 weeks ago, somebody called me and they said, asked me, Meme, are you giving premarital coaching? I said, yes, that's my job. That's my daily job, to coach people and so on. And then I think it was a he. And then he asked me, how much are you charging? So I tell the person the price. And then he said, can I do it after the marriage? I said, then it's no more premarital. So what if, I said, it's better when you come for premarital coaching, I will put everything on the table, the pros and the cons. It's you who will decide, do I need to go in? Because sometimes you go into the marriage with misconception, misinformation, misinformed about how good is the marriage. Marriage has its own, its stuff, but only when you lack knowledge. And I give an example. The example I was saying, you are working at your workplace. Just when the very first day, when you enter the office, you will be taught how to behave. No cell phone, no eating, no whatever. And you are given the rules. And I think it's exactly the same as the marriage. The marriage has rules. If you don't behave the way you're supposed to behave in a marriage, because it's an institution on its own, like you are working at MTC, you are working at the Ministry of whatever health, you are working at a shop, you are working at OK, you are working at probably at a takeaway. Each institution has the rules, and you need to know those rules. I think, unfortunately, why we fail in our relationship, why we fail, especially in a marriage, is that whether you are married or not, it's just the same. The behavior is the same. We are so ignorant. We don't want to learn how to behave in that institution. And the institution of a marriage has its rules. And when people we take marriage so for granted. We take it as a bypass. You go and buy a wedding dress of 30,000. You hire a tent of 100,000. You buy food of 30,000. You buy a ring of how many thousands? You invite 1,000 people. But you cannot invest in a marriage. You only invest in a wedding. Is it fair? And I think that is the information that we need. You never even invest a single cent in your marriage. Because I got a lot. Some people invite me to go for kitchen party, which is just how many hours? I will give you 30 minutes. You will never learn in 30 minutes. But if you research, if you come for premarital, in my own, I've read probably more than 1,000 books about marriage, sex, all the topic around the institution of a marriage or relationship and so on. It's not just because I'm teaching you, I'm also learning because I want to behave. I want to be somebody who is in that institution because I know nobody has given me that kind of information. Nobody has equipped me on how to behave in a marriage. I just jump in and I come. It's like you jump into the water and you never know how to swim. All of us jump in. And if you already found yourself, you jump into the water, do you just want to die? That's why people get into marriage, and the next thing they want to get out. Why do you want to get out when you jump in with thousands of what? You jump in with a lot of money. You don't need to waste your money, honestly. And I think the last time somebody came in and said, okay, it's better, don't get out. If your husband is not satisfying you, don't get out. Learn first. If you don't know how to behave, if you get out as you are. You haven't changed anything. Then you want to go to another one. Unless you get out and you say, me, I'm getting out of this relationship and I'm not going to get engaged in any relationship. But if you get out as raw as you are, you will repeat the same mistake. You repeat the same mistake. Let us not look at things as jokes. Let us not look at the marriage as a joke. Let us not look at sex as a joke. Because people look at it, the moment you talk about sex, they think you are joking. They think it's a fun thing. It's just something that you have to talk. It's a very, very important aspect in a marriage. If it's not there, the marriage is boring. The relationship is boring. Some people, why we are, especially us married people, we scared our children. Do you think our children wants to get into relationship like ours? No, because they can see that in our marriages, there's no peace. People are cheating each other. People are humiliating each other. People are bullying each other emotionally, financially, physically even. This is the example that we are giving to our children. And our children wonder, why do my parents want me to get married? But as I look at her marriage, if I look at her, I don't get good example. No, why my father has to go and cheat? Why my mother has to go and cheat? Do you want me to get into? We scared the people because we don't know. And even when your child is getting married, what is it that you are teaching the child? Nothing. Because we are also zero. We are also zero. I think the best time that is the right time to learn things. As I said, time change. We never thought of we will have, where you can listen to me. You are somewhere, wherever you are. Some people are, tell me where you are watching me from. Tell me where you are watching me from. People are even watching me from overseas. People are watching me from the north. And some people might think, no, I cannot come to you, Makapati, because I'm in Ohangwena. Yesterday, I got someone says that. I said, nowadays, we do it. We do it through the phone. We do it through WhatsApp video call. What we need is just the time. That's all. You don't need to come in. Yes, you are watching. Somebody is watching from Ondangwa. Time is changing. So as the time is changing, as the technology is changing, Valves by. As the technology is changing, so what we need also to do, we need also to change our mind so that we know how to keep our relationship. And one of the topic we need to involve in is the sexual relationship. This is the sexual relationship because it has been neglected by the church. Tell me anybody who were taught about sexual and sex and sexuality when they got married. No. I remember those years. I don't know whether it's true, but there were those old women, they used to go for, like, I don't know whether it's training, it's meetings. And they used to have books. I remember my cousin who was staying with us, and I used to steal that books. And those books, they are taught bedroom issue. They are right. The very first day after marriage, you must wash, you must do ABC, you must do ABC, wear a white underwear, do ABC. And I think they were doing the right thing, because they know that where do we learn these things, because the bedroom issues are not taught at school. So I think it was really the right thing. And the church itself, they teach you how to behave. They will just say vague, like general, not vague, but general, to say, don't, what is that in the Bible? I think in Oshuambo would say, inamu idiri kathana. I think that's in Oshuambo. Inamu idiri kathana. Inamu idiri kathana meaning, you don't deny each other. I think that's what they say. And there's no pinpoint. There are also people, tell me where you are watching from. Valves by Ondangwa, where? Tell me. Yes, but same time he's still on the run, so he still have to go until he stop bathing for 2 minutes. What's that now? It's true, my churches need to tackle this issue. It's true. It's true, the church need to tackle. You don't wait for the church. This thing is not, I'm not telling the church to do it, but I'm telling you, it is Oshakati. It is your own responsibility. If the church doesn't do it, as they are not doing it, you are also just quiet. You don't want to be quiet, you stand up and you do it. As I'm giving you this kind of information, I said, that's why you need to come. I have all the videos, step by step, how to do it legally in your own bedroom. Because there's Ondangwa, Valves by Oshakati. Thank you for watching. So, and that's when you need to whatever. You need to take responsibility for your own self, so that you know that I need to learn these things. I don't want to break up with my men. I don't want to break up with my woman because of bedroom, because of something that can be taught. Maybe I make it, but that's not the way a person wants. Yesterday on Dangwa, I pick up that many people from Ondangwa are watching me. So somebody yesterday also say, what did that person say? I think I was talking about Vanahenda. I was talking about a person said, now sometimes I want to show my man where he needs to touch me. But then he judged me. You don't need to judge a person who is showing me where. And this information, that's why we said the information about how to bring the woman to a point where he's supposed to reach orgasm. Why she's supposed to reach the orgasm? We thought because we thought men knows it all. We thought you men know. And if you don't know, that is the higher time you go and learn. And sometimes what I also pick up, we like things, hidden things. So a man wants to learn on his own so that he come and practice it with you. But as conservative as we are, I would suggest is If you, for instance, you come and then you bought the video and then it's better to watch together. And then you practice together, because if you do it on your own behind the closed door and then you come, your woman will ask you, what is this? Where did you learn this thing? No, I don't like those. Oh, my goodness. But if you learn together, get the video together, and then you learn the video that I'm talking about the video lessons. It's not porn. There is a difference between a porn and a lesson. These are lessons to teach you about the human body, the woman's body, okay? And it's also teach you what type of orgasm. Where do you touch the woman? Which part of the woman is sensitive enough? Because you don't just touch anywhere. You have to touch where the nerves are. You don't just touch anywhere, you touch where the nerves are. But also, you might touch where the nerves are, but that specific, your woman doesn't want to be touched there. How do you start? How do you move on? How do you know that the woman is near? How do you end? Which type of she likes? I almost asked kind of video. It's not porn. It's good that what I'm talking about is not porn. I'm talking about sexual and sexuality education, not porn. You know, porn, when we talk about porn are movies. It's just a movie. It's just people acting. And if you go and act like a porn, you won't get that, because those are people who are just acting so that they can sell. We are not talking about porn. We are talking about a video lessons that teaches you exactly step by step how to satisfy your woman. Not just somebody you pick up. It's your woman. You don't go and do it with somebody you pick up on the street. It's your woman. Because if you pick up someone in the street, it's, those are just also, marketing. They are doing it for financial gain. That's not what we are talking about. What I'm talking about is lessons that you need to know. And yamwati ne ondatuma chike ko WhatsApp ondemupa olinka andigalukirwi iche kutya katuviteko olinga njono einanga information nenji jiri molinga njo ndeikupa oyo ene yatate ngo ete mulongo paifo yagalukira nje kutya meme katuviteko nawa shashi oyeniko information njono yo petameko malane lesson adhodene otodiranda ngashinde iranda ngai tachiti itandi andi kulombo chimina nje o information ikenja opetameko natu chano it's a marketing material chane waningi chike wale shani manjono yo marketing opone to ina wake video yota popi yote kurukire neno video rerare literally kucha ngo wala omkinho arichinge otokwata mano nenge ototameke ngini paife o kakuno information akaina o chike opena o theory popeno practice. And many people o hapuranje ne kucha nandi urukire o practice ojone anditi mo ondaka konga nende temon dene olingo nde ikupa olinga ngwino imona ne ulimona tango olingo nde ipano enji mara andi kupike ko WhatsApp andi kupike no WhatsApp wete andi kupe no WhatsApp ngweto imone mwene chande wamono kucha natango kunuyerere opuna nemba ya puranjanwa nandi ifaturire nemo chiwambo onenda tite ifatura mo chiwambo mara onge nenda monarera kucha opena nyenji yuvite kucha nandi ninge mo chiwambo ya itandi ninge mo chiwambo nge omtego nime good people are watching from omtego nime ya o onge kenda mona anto enji chasi o chiwana wa wi monene mwene ngwe mwene to monorera kucha naninga okwe handingo mapoko. Yes, so the link is there. I put it also on Facebook, I put it on WhatsApp, but if you want to discuss with me, it's through WhatsApp. Ask me. And the problem is what I pick up. People want to ask before they buy. You know, it's better to come and say, no, I have read, I have seen, but I still don't understand. O kakuno chima chinombiri hamuhara mwenyomu. Everything. Kakuni ko chima to chimonwike out of the blue and whatever. You must save your own marriage. The responsibility of your relationship is within you. It's not with anybody else. It's you. It's not with the church. The church has married you, but it just gives you the marriage certificate. And it's up to you to take it and want to be happy in a marriage. You can be happy in your relationship, but as I look at it now, people are not happy in their relationship because of lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. You know, I used to say, in mabino yo chike, your Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever, TikTok. We are not emotionally ready for them. We are not emotionally ready for them because we are using it only looking for wrong things. Either we will look for a gossip, you look for funny things, but you don't look for things that save your life, that improve your life. You know, social media has very, very, very good information, but as a human being, we look for just the wrong things. We look for accident. We look for whatever. And then if you look at people who are commenting on wrong things, there are many because we are negative. Even when you are in a relationship, even when you are in a bedroom, you are just too negative. I said a link, you must put your number, send me that on WhatsApp, and I will respond to you. And I will send you the link on WhatsApp. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you my number. Is there any question? Today, any question or anything that you want to ask me? Anything that you want to ask. Okay, if there's no question, let me just really emphasize what I say today about 80% of women never reach orgasm. Why it's like that? Sometimes there are women who cannot reach because of certain problems that I also talk about it. I talk about that some women cannot because when you are stressed, and I emphasize that, when you are stressed, you can't reach. And somebody also make a comment here to say, no, it looks like women don't like sex. It's not that women don't like sex. Sex is, the definition of sex of a woman is totally different from the definition of sex for a man. And the reason why us women do it is different from the men, because both of us are different. You are a man and I'm a woman. So how I perceive sex is not how you as a man perceive sex. So what can we do if we are different? What can you do? Okay, before I answer that, when you say, I personally want those lessons. So if you want those lessons, you must just call me or send me a WhatsApp. Don't call, send me a WhatsApp, and then I will respond to you how to get it. Okay. So all those people who are looking for the link, you send me on WhatsApp, not here. I will not answer here, ma'am. Okay. So then that's why I was, okay, let me just finish there. Okay, so I will answer you later. So the difference is that for me, sex, to enjoy sex, I need to be in a good mood. I need to trust you with my body. I regard sex as a connection, it bonds us. If, for instance, I'm angry with you, I will never enjoy it. And I will never want it. And many times in our relationship, especially in our marriage, we are angry towards each other. Because menjokana detu, we are not happy. Tell me how many people are happy in the marriage. No, they are not happy. So we are there as if we are what twafika to renting. It's just you are just in one house, but you are not there as partners. We are not happy in our relationship. Each one is doing his things. The time when you are coming together as partner is only when you go to the bedroom, and each one is you are already angry. Now the man is angry because the woman refused to give him sex, and the woman is angry because you don't want to help. Maybe you are even bullying her financially. You home better. You are bullying the person financially. You are bullying a person emotionally. Now, she's angry with you. A man is angry because this woman is so stingy. This woman is doing ABC. But now, the woman is all angry. Now, both of you are angry to each other. How do you solve the problem? And that is what we are looking for. We are looking for that people must be in a relationship happy. Somebody said there's no happy relationship. The happy relationship only when you do what is required. You follow the rules. I don't think we ever want to change my mind about getting married. Yeah. Can you see? I don't think I will ever want to change my mind about getting married. Can you see? Because this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about children. Our children don't want even to get married because of what they hear, what they saw. It's not what they hear, that's what they experience. What we are doing. How me and you as a man and me as a wife, how do we behave? We behave, and the kids who never married can even see that, that's not the way. Mom, I'm a life teacher, and on my side, I do give classes for my future is my choice. May I able to teach people about that? Of course. The thing is, educating people, it's very, very, very powerful. So, you look at if the child is already above 18 years old, those children those are the ones who are already in the relationship. So you teach the people. Yes, what are you teaching the people as a life skill teacher? What do you teach people? Those are the things that you teach people. Because sometimes it's like, okay, let me give you an example. When we talk about condom use, people think if people teach condoms, you are promoting sex to children. Do research. How many of those already sexual active? What is right? Is it better to teach them so that when they are going out, they know the pros and cons? Or is it better to keep quiet, thinking if I talk about that, you are not promoting wrong things, you are teaching the right thing. And you must also look at, I'm talking now to the life teacher scale. You are looking at the age of the people. So you are teaching them the same subject, but at their level. How do they understand it? At their level. You teach them at their level. But also, at this stage, there is a lot of misinformation, especially in social media. Misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation. So you correct the false information when you teach them. You correct them. So, and who say? Mom and me, the group, at the moment I don't have a group where I'm teaching this. So I want individual people to come, because as a group I realize I have created a lot of groups, but in those groups people are just quiet. I'm talking to myself. I'm in that group, but you will not find anybody asking questions. And I ask myself, am I making any impact? So individual, you come, and then those who want, I gave you the link already. Those who don't have the link, as I said, those who don't understand, I can translate you in Oshombo, but you have to pay me. I cannot just do it without being paid. I can not really translate. I will bring it to you at your level. Let me put it this way. I'm not translating. I'll bring it at your level in the language that you understand, but I cannot do it just free, because I give you this information free of charge. There are a lot of free information, but this one you have to pay, okay? If you want the more, I give you the introductory one. It's on the link, you can read. There is also a lot of link that I put there. There is a book itself. It's not, there is a video one, there is another one who wrote the book. You must read. Don't just want the video. Read the theoretical part, because it teaches you the woman's body. Now, as women, we are, for us to be sexually aroused, the brain has to be also involved. That's what you need to know. Who? Both of you, as a man and a woman. You just stop going to, and then you will find people say, no, I have a spiritual husband. I have a spiritual, those are just dreams. Those are just wet dreams, honestly. Because you probably haven't been, sexually active. Now then you have the wet dreams. The body is, when it's created to also to sexually satisfied. But if you stay 1,000 years without being involved in sex, definitely you will dream about it, and at the end of the day, you even ejaculate. And then you will say, no, I have a spiritual husband. How do you treat a spiritual husband? How do you treat a spiritual woman? It's better. Let us learn. Yeah, according to their level and the way they understand it. But village people, That is the problem. Why do you leave the village people? And these are the village people also do things. Because why the village people don't understand? Because us who are coming from the village, we don't want to educate our people. Who is there to do it for us? It is only us. If you don't stand up and you say, okay, now I'm teaching the people. I have been teaching in Oshuambo because I've picked up that we are very far. We are very far when it comes to relationship issue. That's why I wrote Oshuambo books so that you read for yourself and you understand. And many of these videos that I do, 99% of my videos are in Oshuambo. Go there, listen. The village people you can teach, but you don't teach. You don't just go there and say, come, let me teach you. Those who wants to be taught. It's also like here. Not everybody will come here because some people feel it's funny and people don't like it. Some people has already information. It's those who are willing, they will listen. And then it says, when you teach, whether you have two people, it's very important. You just go on. You don't need to say you want a lot of people so that you are able to teach people. You should. So people who are listening here, please educate yourself. Educate yourself. Don't wait for some people to come and educate you. You educate yourself. So lastly, my message of today to men. You are our leaders when it comes to the bedroom. It's better for you to learn. So once you learn, then you come and teach me. Now to the woman. Woman, accept your man when he comes and want to teach you. When he comes to teach you, accept it. And men, don't mock, don't judge. Women, don't judge your men to say, where did you learn from that? That's why I would suggest that it's better ando amushem amulando o chike o chilongwa cheni leta mutara pamu shashingo matara pamwe nena unongo muna uli pamu nando shiku chapamo otopura unongo uchi. Okay, this one said, okay, sex education is lacking most men and women. Even when you are speaking now, some people don't know what is orgasm. What is happening in most relationships is rape sex. Men should learn to pamper. Thank you very much. It's true. You are talking. The sex education is very lacking because when we talk about orgasm, people don't even know. That's why I said that. And they are in the relationship and you are engaged in sexual relationship, but you don't even know what is orgasm. And it's higher time. Men should learn to pamper. That's why I said it is the men who must learn. You learn. Women, you learn. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be touched? Because there are so many places in our body where there is the nerve ending, which are so sensitive. But it doesn't necessarily mean where Maria wants to be touched, it's where Saima wants to be touched. So you keep on changing. And what we do, it's always in the bedroom, closed door. There's no fun in the thing. Because the thing is made to be fun. But we make it boring because of lack of knowledge. And that's why women just don't want. Sometimes a woman is not even ready. You are already in. And it's so painful. So, and then when it's painful, next time I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it because it's painful. So you need to know and you need to learn how to do it so that it is enjoyable and it's not painful. And then you will say, no, he doesn't like it. If you don't want, I'm going to look for someone else who wants it. That's not the right approach. Because you decide to marry them. Why do you marry? You marry to enjoy each other. So that's why, my people, let us learn. Let us engage in learning. So lastly, let me say thank you very much for those who are watching. So those who still need the link, I put the new information to say, if you don't understand, you must contact me so that I'm able to help you. I'm able to help you because I bought the material. If you are not able to, if you don't know how to buy it, because online things sometimes it's quite difficult. And not everybody knows how to buy it. If you don't know, let me know. Come back to me and I will go through with you and I'll show you. Is it that difficult? It's not difficult because I am there to help you. Because this year I decided I will help you just to understand. I will help you. I'll help and save many marriages. And I promise, many marriages will be saved if many of us learn how to behave in the bedroom. So lastly, my number is 081 8656504. It's actually on WhatsApp. So don't ask me on this page. Ask me on WhatsApp and then I will come back to you. I will respond to you. The moment you send me, I will respond to you. So for those who I already sent the link and you don't get it, come back. Come back and say, Meme, please help me. I struggle to buy the material. And then I will be able to help you. Thank you very much. I will repeat the number in Oshuambo. Onora, ohetatu, oimu. Ohetatu, ohamano. Onano, ohamano. Onano, onora, none. Onora, ohetatu, oimwe. Ohetatu, ohamano. Onano, ohamano. Onano, onora, none. Ono muranje iriko WhatsApp. Oto tuminenje WhatsApp. Ongu ne kangu arospueda. Ongu weterera kucha waro kuchua. Thank you.